Hi friends! In this video we are going to talk about the three heaviest mistakes a girl or a woman can make in a relationship. Mistakes after which any discussions are pointless. Once you reach the point, trying to explain or prove something is useless. But men still do it. Let's start with the most classic situation: cheating. But cheating doesn't have to be physical, it can be platonic. I'm talking about situations where a woman is texting another guy, letting him flirt with her, or allowing him to court her. Allowing someone to court her is actually very common, and men often don't see it as a betrayal. The girl frames it like, he gave me flowers, he writes to me, but I'm ignoring him. When in reality, she's responding, giving him a little attention, and he keeps going. Maybe it's a potential guy or someone in the friend zone who still has hope. In all of these cases, discussion is pointless. She's crossed the line. Trying to tell her, hey, if you do this, I'll leave, is too late. That was something you could have done in the past. Now it's too late. Even if you talk to her, she'll say, I understand, or more likely, you are imagining things. At this point, you really need to think about whether it's worth continuing. Situation number 2. When a girl puts her own interests above your comfort or even your peace of mind. So what kind of situations? She goes to classes or workshops, not just dancing, but things like strip plasticity, trips to clubs with friends, traveling abroad with friends. We know this is a neutral, wanting to do these things with someone else when she has a boyfriend, and the guy can't go at the moment because he's working, so she should have waited, and there is no other option. In my personal opinion, just wanting this is already unneutral, but men try to be understanding. Okay, I get it, maybe she wants this, maybe it could lead somewhere. Have I seen these situations? Of course. That's why there is no point in explaining or negotiation. This is another situation where the person has crossed the line. My pleasures, my desires are more important than yours, so I'll go. You lose sleep at night, you are just jealous, what's wrong with you? In this case, discussions and negotiation time is already behind us. At best, you have to set the boundaries clearly. If that doesn't work, so. Situation number 3, we'll go to it next, is when the relationship itself starts to make you uncomfortable. Very often, by the way, nobody really talks about this. There are situations where a man feels bad in a relationship. He might not even be able to name a specific reason. On one hand, there are some suspicions, she behaves strangely, vaguely, inconsistently, you feel uneasy inside, and many men have felt this. You are dating, everything seems fine, but something feels off. Why does this happen? Because the relationship is opaque, it's unclear, and is the real reason to worry? Most of the time, yes, it's not baseless. Here is an interesting observation I've made when talking to men in consultations. Men who were dating seemingly suitable partners for a serious relationship, what did they feel at those moments? They said, I'm completely calm. No jealousy, no doubts, no conflict. Everything is fine. Absolutely no concerns. Why? Because the relationship is transparent. Nothing happened that would make you think twice. But when the relationship is unclear and murky, that's when you feel uneasy. Add to that occasional whims, grievances, complaints, accusations. So, if these happen even episodically or often, this is exactly the third case we're talking about. Here is the key question that should always arise. If she has complaints or grievances, why is she still here? If I'm such a bad partner, why is she still here? Because of this, it's extremely important to convey your overall behavioral model clearly. The idea of the rules of the relationship, your worldview, your principles, how you see the relationship, and she either accepts it or she doesn't. Often, what happens instead is she doesn't accept it. Arguments happen, conflicts, attempts to figure things out. You clearly don't need that. So, what should you do? I've listed the three main points, the ones I think are most important. What to do if these situations already happened? I can't take responsibility for you or make your decision. I can only speak for myself. For me, in all of these situations, I would have no hesitation. Honestly, I would leave the relationship automatically. Line crossed. That's it. No regrets, no excuses, no one. Nowadays, men have almost completely lost their ability to objectively evaluate events. We're witnessing a culture where any action, even the worst, can be justified or rationalized. This happens constantly and unnecessarily. I'm not talking about whether someone is bad or good. That's not the point. It's not about being angry and frothing at the mouth. No, it's not about that. The point is, if you justify things internally, people will treat you accordingly. That's what I mean. You set the boundaries. That's it. And in many cases, people treat you the way you deserve based on how you set yourself. So don't be surprised. But men often don't see it that way. They think, I can still negotiate, we're together, we can talk it through, come to an agreement. It doesn't work like that, not at all. I wouldn't hesitate. Why even risk it? So, see you, friends. Bye.